So, as an attorney in the community, I get a whole lot of questions about some of the things when it comes to police interaction with civilians. And of course, you get my perspective, but it's another thing to get a police officer's perspective. Today, we've got Sergeant Rob here to give us the perspective of somebody who is not only a police officer, but also trains police officers when it comes to interactions with civilians. So, Sergeant Rob, when people tend to get stopped by a police officer, and I can say this personally, even as a licensed attorney, I tend to get nervous when an officer pulls me over. And so, even with me knowing the law, I can only imagine what it's like for people who don't know the law as well. I'm assuming, and it is very common, that they get very nervous when stopped by police officers. Can you tell us, as an officer and an officer trainer, like, what are some tips, what are some good things that we need to govern ourselves by when we're being stopped by an officer to combat that nervousness?
That's a great question. I almost have 3 decades in law enforcement. I get nervous when I get stopped by police. It's just ingrained into us. You know, same thing. If I'm on vacation with my family and I'm driving along and I pass an officer in the median or something, the first thing I do is take my foot off the accelerator and check my speed.
Yeah.
It's just a conditioned response, and it's that way for all of us. It's really important to just kind of maintain, because the officer knows that you're nervous. He understands that. So the simplest thing is, as I come to a stop, I like to lower my windows. If it's nighttime, I like to turn my dome light on, and I put my hands on the steering wheel. I just set him at ease as quickly as I can.
Yes, sir.